Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of Unknown to World Known. We're back for the new season, we've got new signings, and hopefully this year we've got a chance to get promoted. So as you can see here, we've made a number of transfers over the winter. Maximilian Widvalk has left us, however. So we've brought in Emir Bosnich. I'll just give you a very brief look at these players because there's so many of them. As you can see, he can play pretty much wherever we need him to, but mainly on the left wing. We then have got Victor Vera Garcia, a central midfielder, along with Aziz Ada, who is unfortunately going to be missing today's game with sprained knee ligaments. He can play on the wing, either side or up front. Mirza Touran has come in as a right winger, as has Furablad, who's come in more as a left winger, but he can play on the right as well. Then we have Emin Ghazi, who's also a right winger. We've really strengthened that position with Egbedi leaving. And then Kadora comes in as a 6'7" centre-back, just thinking he could be a good option for off corners. We then have Van Dongen coming in, another centre-back, 6'4". He's Dutch. He's not as good as we initially thought he was from the trial, unfortunately. But despite that, we then got in Andre Nada, who can play left back should we bring that back, and left wing, which is where he wants to play. And that'll be our main target. Jonathan Tesfaye Habte has come in. He can play anywhere down the middle apart from at centre-back. He's got good finishing. He can drop into midfield if we need him to. I think we're going to look at him as a target forward most of the time, though. And then we've got Nyberg, a new goalkeeper who's come in. He's better than Pullman. He's better than Baitiki. So let's see how he does. We are still looking for another couple of signings. We've got plenty of people in on trial. At the moment, they're coming in phases. We've got these four at the moment, and we're looking at Lindblad as a striker option, but we don't know how good he's going to be yet. Season preview-wise, we're currently predicted to finish 8th, with Kilsman just a couple of places behind us. Osters were the team relegated, and they are, according to the season preview, nailed on going back up. Out of interest, was it a shock they were relegated? Somewhat. They were kind of on a decline, but I don't know how much to read into that, really. It'll be interesting to see how they get on, but we're starting our season against Young Hoppings, a team who did cause us problems last year. They beat us both times, although the most recent one was only a 1-0 loss where we did perform quite well. With the new signings, and hopefully with them not getting promoted, they might have lost some of their players. Perhaps we can take it as a chance to pick up a first win of the season early on. The lineup for today, we've got Nyberg in goal, a back three of Kadora, Jakobsen and Jonsson, Furablad on the right, Flem and Traore in midfield with Bosnich on the left, and then we've got Reljanovic behind the strikers, which is Habte and Leideval. Hopefully Leideval will get a bit of a better partnership going than he did with Arvidsson, who they were very mixed last season. We will have Arvidsson on the bench, however. Throw in here for Jokopings. It's just gone the 30th minute as they control the ball at the back. Forsen on the ball goes through to spread the play, but Jonsson clears it away. Bit of a rush clearance though, and Steiff has collected it with no pressure really. Carlin back to Steiff and then inside to Sederling. And now they're able to pass the ball around a little bit again. Carlin collects it on the right hand side, inside to Buck. He shoots from range and hits the post. What a strike that was. But luckily, we survive. We've not got long to go till half time now. If we can pick up a goal, it'd be quite nice. The ball forward was attempted, but Flem intercepts it. Leideval plays the ball back to Jonsson. And this looks like it's going to be a highlight more in our favour. A ball through has found Habte on the left hand side. Plays it back to Traore, who cuts it back. Flem on the edge, gets it to Traore, then to Bosnich. We're just struggling to find a way through this team here. Leideval plays it to Reljanovic. Probably should have gone with the ball through to Furablad when he had the chance, but we've been forced all the way back to our defence here. And Jonsson plays it out to Bosnich on the left as we try and re-break them down. Traore on the ball here. Bosnich, can he get past his man and get a cross in? He can. Habte's in there, but he heads over the bar. So at halftime, it is 0-0. As part of a plan here, I'm going to start to focus our efforts down the wings because they seem to be sitting very narrow. So hopefully if we go wide, we can exploit the fact that they're sitting really narrow. Hopefully it comes off. I don't know. We'll have to see. Strandsatter throws the ball into Rimmed Mo, I think his name was, as the team in green have a bit of possession here at the start of the second half. Sends it out to the right-hand side where Carlin is in space. Cross comes in, and there's been a penalty given. Kadora has seemingly just pushed someone over, I think, which means Buck is going to step up and scores the penalty to put us 1-0 down. And the worst thing is, you're 6'7", Kadora. Why are you pushing someone rather than just winning the header because you're so tall? You wouldn't have been challenged for it. Disappointing way to go 1-0 down. And a disappointing way for the season to start at the moment. So we're going to send Arvidsson on for Liderval, who's not really got going, and Jidorf coming on for Kadora at the back because I'm just annoyed with him. Free kick from the right-hand side here. Buck sends it to the far post, and Stife is headed in to make it 2-0. And this is not the start to the season that we wanted, because going into this season, I felt quite optimistic, and all of a sudden, don't feel quite so optimistic. Final change here with Gozzi coming on for Raljanovic in that number 10 role. And let's see if we can pull anything off in this last 5 minutes or so. Carlin plays the ball forward to Rindmo. He goes out to the left-hand side. Forson heads it inside to Buck. Strandsatter receives it on the left. And now they're trying to find a way back into the middle. Carlin with the shot. Nyberg denies him, and Yedorf heads away. It wasn't a header. So we've started the season with a very disappointing 2-0 loss. We're going to tell them we don't like what we've seen, and hopefully in the second game of today we can show a bit more character and do something in the game. We didn't really do anything throughout that entire 90 minutes. 5 shots to their 17. Despite we're having the possession, we just don't seem to create chances, and that's something that we definitely need to work on. And the lineup for the second game, we've brought Dimitrovic into the number 10 role, and Jonsson and Kadora have swapped sides in the centre-back positions. Long throw coming in from the right-hand side. It's bundled about, but then cleared away. Kadora does collect it, though, and we don't see anything else. All right, then. Fair enough. Seems a bit of a wasted highlight. Nastrom with a free kick for the team in white today. They play it out to Robert and then to Assad on the right-hand side. Can he get a cross in? He gets past his man, drills it in, but Jakobsen clears it away at the near post. Anderson collects it, though. His cross comes in, and Angelholms are leading 1-0. Mustafa with the goal. We're not having a lot of luck at the minute, despite making these new signings who look really good. Maybe it's the 3-4-1-2. Maybe it's not a thing. We're 1-0 down at half-time. We're going to tell them we want to see a much better performance in the second half. But at the minute, we're just not creating the chances to win a game at all. Free kick from deep here as Bakiri sends it in, and Fist has headed it over the bar, but there was a missed header in there from one of our guys. Goal kick here from the back. Jonsson heads it away, and then Anderson collects it. Nastrom to Bakiri, and then Anderson receives the ball back to Kvist. And at the minute, it looks like it might be another highlight coming for Angelholms. But hopefully, we're going to be seeing something come in here. Can we nick the ball and get a counter-attack? I don't have high hopes, I'll be honest with you. I think today's episode might be the end of the 3-4-1-2 as Assad. Oh my goodness, he's missed a massive chance for Angelholms. We're making changes in the game now because I'm fed up of this team just looking as poor as they have done. So we're going to go back to the asymmetric 4-1-4-1 formation. And let's see what we can do now with the remaining 25 minutes of this game. Olsen throws the ball into Furblad, back to Olsen, and then Traore plays the ball over the top to Furblad. Can he get into the box? He does, but there's nobody in there with him. Jakobsen collects it as it's cleared. Can we bring it forward? Olsen now plays the ball forward to Furblad, whips it in. Oh, and Habte was there, but it's headed straight at the keeper for a save. And unfortunately, we do lose to Angelholms. However, that second half was a much better performance. So what we're going to do is we're going to try the 4-1-4-1 asymmetric formation again. We're going to give it a chance because the 3-4-1-2 and the 3-1-4-2, they're not working at the moment. So hopefully this change will come back with some wins on the board. What we'll do is we'll come back for the games against Osters and Eskilsmin at the end of May, because then at least those two teams are, it's the two teams who are new to the division, a tough game against the team who's just been relegated and the team that we got sacked by on last year's game. So we'll go for revenge again. I'm going to just keep going for revenge on them. Why not? If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for those games. Is the 4-1-4-1 formation going to sort this out for us? Hopefully so. And subscribe if you are enjoying the content. Thank you very much for watching.